Hi, I'm Emily, an Associate Editor of Markets at Sosland Publishing, and I'm here today with Darci Vetter, who just spoke with us about global trade and tariffs. It's a very complicated landscape, but can you give us a top-level overview on what's going on right now?
Well, I think if I had any overview, it was that the only thing certain is uncertainty, and that there are a number of continuing investigations and measures that make the tariff environment really dynamic in the next 12 to 24 months. And so watching all of these different investigations, the review of USMCA, to see where tariffs might land is really important for those in purchasing.
Yes. And in that changing environment, what's one way that companies can build in some flexibility?
So I think this is a really good time to look at your supply chains and really pay attention to where all of your products come from. If you're importing products that have multiple ingredients, knowing where each of those products come from and how they might be impacted by tariffs, and then making your voice heard. I think there's a lot more understanding how manufactured products have multiple components and maybe move back and forth across borders. I don't think lawmakers are necessarily as aware of how complex agriculture and food supply chains really are and how this changing tariff environment can really add to the cost and the complexity of producing food.
Right. And do you have any advice about how you can make your voice heard?
Sure. I mean, I think there are public comment periods when the U.S. Trade Representative is conducting investigations into trade practices or renegotiating the USMCA. There are opportunities through hearings and public comment to make sure they understand the potential impact. Close relationships with your congressional representatives are important. If you're a member of an industry association, they can provide sector-wide data that's often very helpful for lawmakers and for members of the administration. And then last but not least, I think the media is looking for good stories about what these tariffs mean on the ground. And there's really nobody more on the ground than the people buying ag products to really tell the story of the impact of these measures.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's great advice. Thanks for your time, Darci.
Thanks so much.